delivery.
Sometimes it is.
The delivery of the
We
truth?
had this discussion.
You talk.
The things that you say are completely irrelevant. You just say them with a lot of enthusiasm.
No, I love that. Sometimes it's a little
It's crap.
Go ahead.
So when we scale people from handstands to hand release, I'll get the knee push-up people
No, don't.
doing
The
hand
worm?
release, and I'm like,
Right.
no, but they're doing this.
The snake.
They're just dropping. So I'd rather them just do a regular push-up and get the full range of motion, because on their regular knee push-up, they're not even coming to here, they're just getting here and coming up. Do you see that? Because I see that all the time.
Like, it's so hard to keep
Listen,
yourself stiff.
the hand
when
release
you're at the
push-up
bottom
is
rather than
difficult.
relaxing at the bottom.
Yeah, it's fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Well, the
2011, I got no reps on every single one of the open workouts because I could not keep my hips and my
But you have to stay so stiff, and I didn't notice that until I was demoing it one day.
So the standard
So,
is,
like-
is actually keeping the feet, the toes
Yeah, so
on the
it's,
floor.
so people will do
So
this.
people will, it's harder to snake. It's almost impossible to snake if your toes are down the whole time.
I just feel like at the bottom, when you're on the floor, it's a relaxed position. But if you keep yourself stiff, you can't
Oh, yeah.
snake it. So coming down here, you're like,
I honestly think a
Squeeze the butt.
hand release push-up.
Justice said
promotes
squeeze the
snake.
butt.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
just
bouncing
think
hand
that-
tight.
That's
So
one thing
what I'm
bouncing
saying
and
is I
deadlifts
think
and
that we
use to
have
compromise
people
everything.
scaling
Keep 'em up.
to a hand
They
release
have to
too
stay
soon before they can do a regular push-up.
They're
Because
not
our
getting anything
bodies
out.
say handstand push-up are a scaled hand release. I don't want them doing hand release if they're either just going to dive down, because that's what they do. They just dive down and release their hands. When I watch them do a regular knee push-up, they can't even come to here. They're coming to here and coming.
if they dive
Or their elbows are
It's
here
not-
and
it
they're
doesn't
like
matter if
this.
they
I know, it's not to
The
get that
diving
high.
down factor doesn't matter. It's the fact that going to the bottom and snaking up and relaxing
Snaking up.
and relaxing.
Yes,
Taking
this is
a
very, I
track.
think the dive down.
Take a
okay.
track.
Let's just take it just two pieces on the push-up. Alexis, get down. Here's the deal. First and foremost, when I teach this push-up, the athlete's elbows have to be tight to the lat the entire time. So first of all, if you have people that are pushing up and the hands are out here and the elbows are out here, before you even talk about the snake or what the hip is doing or what the knee is doing, you got to bring this in. You have to bring this in. If you know about the shoulder anatomy and the sits, then you're already going to know that the elbow flare is no good. You already know that. But if you don't know about the foreheads of the rotator, well, I'll just tell you right now. It's got to be motherfucking tight. Okay? That's the first piece of the push-up. The second piece of the push-up is, Carrie is right on the money. It's how do you build some strength when it starts to fall apart? And it's going to fall apart. And every dude in here that's done 100 push-ups knows that that thing falls to shit early. So, and I don't know if this is the best way, but my approach has always been, especially for female athletes, my approach has always been, I don't care the number in the workout, give me quality. When it falls to shit, you can drop to the knees, we can reduce the load on the shoulders, but I want 5 quality every round. I want 9 quality every round. And then you know, and you watch, and when it starts to snake, so you're doing them and it's snaking, right? Go ahead. And then you just say, boom, that's your last one, move on to the next move. The next time you come back, 1 rep less than that.
So what would you, but to Carrie's point, she's saying they're already working
They're
on
not
the
doing
knee.
a negative, they're just falling.
They're already working on the knee. It's not good. They're falling down and they're snaking up from the knee.
What's the next move?
At that point, at least in the workout, what do you cut them off?
Let me ask you a question. Is snaking up going to hurt anything? They're going to build muscle. They're going to build their
Yeah,
muscles to
snaking
build
up is
push-up.
right. You can't have the.
But look at their core.
Yeah.
It's the same thing
But
as people.
no. But wait a minute. TJ's asking, or do we still get adaptation in their snaking up? And the answer is yes.
Right,
You
yeah,
still
but
get adaptation
snaking up.
and they're snaking up. You're ingraining shitty movement patterns,
Right.
but you
Definitely
still
shitty
get
movement
adaptation. We're back to the conversation we had about the pull-up and the bent over row. And that athlete needs to bench.
and God forbid they
That athlete needs to bench. And if you can see where those things are correlated, that the athlete needs to be benching, then you understand. What do you do in the workout? I don't know. I'm gonna say quality, and then you tell them, hey, you gotta bench. Go fucking bench tomorrow.
Here's the thing. Like,
do a plank
everyone
roll.
has...
You do plank roll?
T, come with
Go
it.
ahead.
No, I'm just saying, every one of us, I've seen every one of us do it. We're doing 300 push-ups, and you start staking. You're doing everything you can. Okay, maybe no one else has, but I have. You do everything you can possibly fucking do to get to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Push-ups
But
is
you're
not
talking,
conducive.
you're talking about it,
Fucking CrossFit.
you're talking about talking about fatigue in a workout from a high level athlete that's just trying to finish at that point. Not necessarily fatigue in a workout from a beginner athlete that doesn't even have it doesn't have the basics.
Push-ups, I got you.
You know, and that's the difference. You know it's wrong. They've been doing that for the last whoever knows how long.
To teach them right off the get-go.
I think the smartest thing to do is to cut reps, especially if they're on their knees doing those push-ups, and really going for quality first. And if that means that maybe you say, hey, you're doing 4 or 5 push-ups, and then you're taking a 15-second rest required before you're going on to the next set, and maybe you cut their reps in half so they're not way at the end of the workout, they're going to benefit more from that than if it's hand release.
And don't be afraid to tell your classes this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Don't say, oh, none of them are going to listen to me anyway. Just say it because they'll respect you because you know what you're talking about. And somebody will pick it up and be like, I appreciate
Well,
it.
and eventually they'll come to you and be like, I can't,
And you'll be like,
why can't I do the
that's
push-up? Well, I've been telling you for 4 months that you shouldn't be doing like this. But, all right, we're covered a lot. I don't mind the hand release on the knee. I think because of this, even if they're falling to the ground, maybe they're doing their hand release push-ups like this. So they have to hand release. They're going all the way down and they're getting a full range of motion. If they're falling on their chest, that's gonna.
I just see people do hand release push-ups on their knees faster than I see them doing them
When
as
I
a
think
regular push-up.
It looks too easy.
Yeah.
Put them on their feet.
No, I'm saying they're
on their feet
fucking
now.
kicking the shit out of them.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is what I see.
It should not look that easy, you know what I mean?
They're just like yanking themselves up, but when I watch them do a knee push-up, they're like,
Yeah.
so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want them doing a hand release push-up because how am I gonna stop them from doing that? I can't say your feet have to touch the ground.
I like it when you scale it to a knee push-up.
Yes, that's what I like, but
All right.
when
Keith,
scale says hand
I've
release,
never-
I just,
I've never come across that too much in my experience. But if you're seeing that, then you have to bring them back to no hand release.
I
And
don't
make
see
sure
that.
they get their chest
I see
down.
it. I don't see that obviously, but I see them flying through the workout.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can tell they're not getting anything out of it. Whereas I think that that's more of an advanced athlete movement.
No doubt.